Welcome back. My name is Kelvin. And in this video, I will be introducing you to Alexio dashboard and then the settings page. Then we also take a look at the products page, how to add products to your uh, account and then also edit products. Okay, so from here you see your dashboard. Not every employee will have access to this dashboard, especially storekeepers dashboard like this. This is business owner's dashboard. So as a business owner, this is what you are going to be seeing. When you log in, you see your total revenue, then the active products, total customers, and then orders for the day. Then we also have the quick actions menu over here. Add products, analytics hub, and then system settings. So let's go to system settings. So from here, you see your shop info, shop name, shop email, shop address, phone number, website. You can change all of this to go and then upload a new one. So you upload a new logo. I have uploaded a new logo. Then the next tab is receipt and printer settings. So we have invoice prefix. You can change it over here. You can also change the header message over here. Then the receipt footer, you can change it over here. Then the printer name can be changed here. It's 80 mm. So you can also change your printer paper width, which is by default 55, but you can also select 80 mm. Most of you will be using the 80 mm printer, so you select it. If your printer is Epson, you can just change it over here. Now the printer IP and then printer port, you only change this if you are using wireless printer. You are connecting to a printer via Wi-Fi. You are not using the USB printer. Okay. Then the production ticket, you can enable production ticket over here, or you can just disable it. Then you click on save. Then we also have the business hours over here, inventory over here. You can enable or disable wholesale over here. Then the table reservation. If it is a restaurant, this shop is a restaurant shop, so we have the table management enabled for it over here. You can add more tables to it over here. Then security, we have the security over here. When you are done with all your settings, you can just save the changes. That is all. Then from there, you come to management page. When you come to management, you go to multi-branch. If you have multiple branches, you can add more branches over here. You click on this button to add a branch over here. So you click to create branch. Then from here, you can also add staff to a particular branch, and you can add more staffs over here. Select a branch, assign branch over here. Then the phone number, you can add the phone number over here. Then you select the role. The role is storekeeper. Then you create the employee. You created your staff successfully. From here, you can add products to your. So you come to products over here. Then you go to add products. Three ways to add product to your shop. You can import existing product, or you can import your own via the imports over here. You choose file and then you import your product, or you can just import the available templates over here. So let me add product. Select category, then you generate this. You can import product image, cost price, cost price, because we've enabled wholesale price for this, but for restaurant you will not need a wholesale price, so you leave it like that. Then the branch, branch, we have 23 available. Then track A, we have 34 available. We create the product. You click on create product. That is all. You've created the product. When we go back to view products, you see the products over here. You see the details over here. This is how you can add product to your store. Thank you.